everyone, Justin here. Welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, what I want to talk about is 10 movies that I will be watching this October during spooky season. So these videos can range from horrors, classic horrors, slashers, to some vampire stuff, some supernatural stuff. So let's get into these 10 movies. So starting off with number 10, I have Red Dragon. If you're a big fan of Silence of the Lambs, I'm pretty sure you're going to love Red Dragon. Great cast in this film, and what this one does from Silence of the Lambs is that it takes Hannibal Lecter and it's a prequel to Silence of the Lambs. So this one has the case that put Hannibal Lecter in prison for Silence of the Lambs at the beginning of that, and it's just a continual flow. And our main protagonist is Edward Norton, who plays a cop in this one, and he's fantastic all around. And the case that they're working on in this one is just super intriguing, and when you get to the villain and his motives and everything that's happened with him, it's really scary, crazy, a lot of really intense visuals. So yeah, Red Dragon is number 10. So for number 9, I have 30 Days of Night, which is an awesome vampire flick starring Josh Hartnett, and they're actually in a location in Alaska where, during 30 of those days, it's actually nighttime. The sun doesn't come up. So during these 30 days of this little town that they're in, it's all just snow everywhere. It's all blizzarded in, and then vampires start coming out. And this is just a fun, enjoyable, gory, action-y horror film that I really recommend to people. Number 8 is one of the all-time classics. I'm gonna go with Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. I don't know what I can say about this film that hasn't already been said. Hitchcock's films have just done a lot for the cinema goers in general, and he just does it and does it again. And Psycho has spawned a lot of different things, as well as Bates Motel, which is one of my all-time favorite TV shows. So yeah, I love Psycho, and it's just a classic that you need to watch. Number 7 is actually my favorite slasher of all time. I'm gonna go with Scream. Scream was just a really cool, influential film that also gave nods to classics such as Psycho and other slashers of the time. And yeah, it was really a pop culture phenomenon that really resonated with teens in the 90s. I was younger in the 90s, watching with my cousins and my friends, and yeah, it's just something that I watch every Halloween. Number 6, I'm gonna go with the movie that scared me the most as a child. It's Jeepers Creepers, starring Justin Long. Yeah, this one is just a really crazy monster movie that scared the crap out of me as a kid. Really, really creepy monster, and there's some underground dead body scenes. There's just a lot of intense visuals as a kid, and even the last scene, if you've seen Jeepers Creepers, man, that I was looking at that through my eyes as a kid when I when I was in the theaters. My dad took me to a midnight showing, and yeah, I was scarred as a kid from that movie. But yeah, I like watching it now that I'm older. So number 5, I'm gonna go with Cabin in the Woods, and this was a really fun one that my buddy had showed me, and I really enjoyed it. I loved how it was a satire on the whole horror genre, and it was like a horror dark comedy, and it was also playing with the whole ideas of the monsters. And yeah, I don't want to give anything away because this is a non-spoiler movie list, but definitely go check Cabin in the Woods. Really fun time. Number 4, I'm gonna go with the classic Nightmare on Elm Street. I actually just watched this for the first time the other night. I was hanging out outside, and yeah, I watched it near a bonfire, and it was a really good time. Can't recommend this one enough. It's just a classic Freddy Krueger, just crazy, awesome dream movie. Yeah, go check out Nightmare on Elm Street. Number 3, I have The Guest, starring Dan Stevens. This was a really fun movie. It was a mix between action, kind of like a Terminator / Jason Bourne movie, mixed with the Halloween elements. Actually takes place on Halloween night for one of the high school dances. So yeah, it was really, really awesome action movie. I really enjoyed The Guest. Number 2, I'm gonna have The Conjuring 2. The Conjuring series, it has a lot of spin-offs with Annabelle and The Nun and a lot of different movies and a lot of things that they have coming up for the future, I've heard. I believe we're actually getting Conjuring 3 pretty soon. Fingers crossed, who knows when that's going to happen. But yeah, Conjuring 2 is a really fun time. A lot of cool monsters and concepts with the supernatural, so I really enjoyed it. And, Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson have made a really big staple in the horror film genre with the Conjuring films, and they have excellent chemistry. The story and the directing is just all fantastic. Yeah, I love The Conjuring 2. So number 1, following The Conjuring 2, I'm gonna go with The Conjuring 1 as my number 1 because it's actually my all-time favorite horror movie, and I just absolutely loved it. The story was absolutely insane. House that they live in and the creepy stuff that's happened there in the past with the past tenants, creak and crack in the house, and cool stunts and things that just break down from there. So yeah, guys, what are you gonna be watching this Halloween? Comment down below. Let's talk about it. Like and subscribe if you already haven't, and thanks again for coming back to the channel. Peace.